Top Accolade News with tonight's global news update, where power plays, economic shift, and human stories shape our world. From Brazil's courtroom drama to Britain's rising prices, and from diplomatic rift to a football frenzy, these headlines are the pulse of a planet in motion. The headlines: Bolsonaro's legal team moves to cut jail time in coup case. Amazon announces global job cuts. Financial concern clouds Cyprus's Great Sea Interconnector project. Britain's growth overshadowed by soaring prices of essential goods. We start in Brazil. Former Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro's lawyers have filed an 85-page appeal to the Supreme Court seeking a reduction of his 27-year prison sentence for allegedly plotting a coup after the 2022 election. The appeal appears that convicting him for both organizing a coup and attempting to abolish democracy is redundant and calls for the ruling of a deep injustice. The Supreme Court is expected to decide on the motion in November, while Bolsonaro remains under house arrest. The case, steeped in political tension, underscores Brazil's fragile line between justice and power. From courtroom in South America to corporate boardrooms worldwide, Amazon will lay off 14,000 employees worldwide as part of a restructuring aimed at reducing bureaucracy and streamlining operation. The company says the move will help redirect resources towards core customer priorities. The court follows reports suggesting as many as 30,000 jobs could be affected amid broader tech sector belt-tightening. With 1.55 million workers globally, Amazon calls this a move towards a stronger, simpler organization. Even digital giants must sometimes trim to stay agile. Shifting our focus to energy infrastructure in the Mediterranean, Cyprus has reaffirmed its commitment to the Great Sea Interconnector project, linking its power grid with Greece, even as European financial officials question its viability. The project costs have surged far beyond initial estimates, prompting calls for state guarantees and clearer funding plans. Critics warn that without transparency on consumer costs, the project could burden households rather than benefit them. Still, officials insist it remains vital for regional energy integration. Power progress sometimes means withering financial stocks. Meanwhile, in the Himalayas, families feel the bite of numbers closer to home. With inflation climbing from 3.8% to a projected 5.8% by year-end, low-income families in Bhutan are struggling as food, fuel, and transport costs soar, eroding already tight household budgets. Government tax cuts offer little relief. Economics attribute the pressure to imported inflation and global trade disruption, even as the nation's 7.5% growth rate keeps the economy stable. As one expert noted, inflation may drive growth, but it also drives hardship for those who can't afford to catch up. You're watching the Global News Update on Top Accolade News. Just stay with us. Still to come. Thanks for staying with us. Across the borders, the politics of partnership and testing alliances in Europe. The 12th plenary session of the Euronest Parliamentary Assembly began in Armenia's National Assembly, but notably without Georgia and Azerbaijan, which declined participation citing contradictions with their sovereignty and Euronest founding principles. Azerbaijani delegates said the European Parliament's resolutions undermine national integrity, while Georgian MP criticized the Assembly's deviation from its original spirit of cooperation. Their absence highlights growing fractures in Eastern Partnership unity. Diplomacy can falter when principles clash with politics. From regional fractures to a strengthened global alliance.
This woman is a winner. So, we've become very close friends all of a sudden because their stock market today and our stock market today hit an all-time high. Terrible war. Our bond has grown over 8 decades into the beautiful friendship that we have. It's a foundation of peace, respect for the new and incredible Prime Minister. And I have to say this, the first female.
President Donald Trump and Japan's new Prime Minister strengthened ties on Tuesday with trade and defense agreements marking what they call a golden age of U.S. Japan relations. The pair signed deals on tariffs, critical minerals, and a $550 billion Japanese investment fund, while pledging closer cooperation on security and technology. Takaichi, Japan's first female premier, gifted Trump a golf club once used by her predecessor, underscoring continuity in friendship. Trump praised her leadership and vowed unwavering U.S. support. "Anything I can do to help Japan, we will be there," he said, a line signaling both diplomacy and ambition wrapped in showmanship. In entertainment, one star opens up about healing old wounds. Anthony Hopkins has revealed he made peace with his estranged daughter after years of silence, saying he has no judgment and did what he could. Reflecting on their relationship ahead of his memoir release, the 87-year-old actor admitted life's pain but insisted on acceptance. "You cannot live in resentment. That is death." And finally, for sport fans, FIFA has launched the second phase of ticket sales for the 2026 World Cup, offering fans worldwide another chance to secure seats through an early ticket draw running until October 31st. 1 million tickets are available, with host nation residents receiving priority access. The tournament, set across 16 cities with 48 teams, marked the largest in World Cup history. As anticipation builds, global football fever is back, and this time it's bigger than ever. From the highest courts of justice to the highest echelons of global commerce and the biggest sporting stages, the world keeps turning and we keep watching. The headlines of today are the history of tomorrow. For Top Accolade News, I'm Oja Romeo Kocha. Do have a wonderful day and keep watching the global news update on Top Accolade News.